Right now, the most feared fighter jet on the planet is already being replaced, and it hasn't even lost a single battle. The F-22 Raptor, the aircraft every Air Force on Earth fears, is being quietly pushed toward retirement by a jet that hasn't even flown yet. This is the fight between 5th generation and 6th generation fighters, and here's every aircraft defining it. F-22 Raptor, USA. The F-22 Raptor is still considered the undisputed king of air superiority. No fighter in active service can match its combination of stealth, speed, and sensor fusion, and it remains capable of engaging multiple targets before enemy radar even detects it. Production stopped years ago, though, and there are only around 180 of them in existence, making it one of the rarest and most expensive fighter jets ever built. The Air Force has confirmed it wants to retire the Raptor over the next decade, once its successor is ready to take over, and every remaining airframe is now considered too valuable to risk losing in anything less than a major conflict. F-35 Lightning II is the most common 5th-gen fighter on the planet, with more than 630 operational aircraft across the United States and its allies, including the UK, Israel, Japan, and Australia. It wasn't built to be the fastest or the stealthiest, it was built to be the smartest, sharing live data with ships, ground troops, other aircraft, and satellites in real time. Its sensor fusion system essentially turns the pilot into a battle manager rather than just a stick and throttle operator, processing more information per second than any fighter that came before it. Over 1,100 F-35s have now been delivered worldwide since production began, making it one of the most successful fighter programs in history, despite years of cost overruns and delays early on. China's J-20. China's J-20 fleet has now crossed 300 aircraft, making China the second largest operator of 5th-generation fighters in the world, behind only the United States. It's the backbone of China's push for regional air dominance around Taiwan and the South China Sea, and its long-range and large weapons bay are specifically built for contesting airspace far from Chinese shores, rather than close-range dogfighting. Russia's Su-57. Russia's Su-57 is a genuinely capable design on paper, with strong maneuverability and internal weapons base for stealth, but it remains stuck in limited service. Fewer than 30 are believed to be operational, held by sanctions, budget problems, and a defense industry that simply can't scale production the way America and China can. Some units have reportedly seen combat use over Ukraine, but never in the numbers Russia originally planned. Russia has also floated an export version called the Su-75 Checkmate, aimed at countries that can't afford the F-35, though it still hasn't flown a real prototype years after being unveiled. J-35. China's second 5th-generation fighter, the J-35, is a carrier-capable stealth jet developed for the Chinese Navy, designed to operate off China's newer aircraft carriers the way the F-35C does for the U.S. Navy. It entered service far faster than most Western analysts expected, and it signals that China isn't just building a large air force, it's building the ability to project stealth air power far from its own coastline. The F-47, USA. The Boeing F-47 is America's 6th-generation fighter, selected in March 2025 as the Air Force's next-generation air dominance jet, beating out Lockheed Martin for the contract in a decision that shocked a lot of defense analysts. Its estimated unit cost is around $300 million, nearly triple the price of an F-35, with at least 185 aircraft planned. First flight is expected in 2028, with full operational capability targeted for 2029. It's designed to work alongside the B-21 radar stealth bomber as part of one integrated strike package, and to command a swarm of AI-controlled drone wingmen, known as collaborative combat aircraft. It will also carry the stand-in attack weapon, a fast-reaction missile built specifically to knock out enemy air defenses from inside contested airspace. Unlike the F-22 and F-35, the F-47 is expected to have an open architecture design, meaning new sensors, weapons, and software can be integrated for decades without needing an entirely new airframe. The Global Combat Air Program is a joint 6th-generation fighter being built by the United Kingdom, Italy, and Japan. On July 3, 2026, the three countries signed a $6.1 billion development contract with Edgewing, a consortium combining BAE Systems from the UK, Leonardo from Italy, and Japan Aircraft Industrial Enhancement Co. from Japan. The aircraft is targeting service entry by 2035, and like the F-47, it's being designed to operate with AI-controlled drone wingmen rather than relying on a single pilot alone. Unlike America's solo development approach, GCAP splits both the cost and the technology risk across all three nations. Japan brings its advanced radar and sensor technology, Italy and the UK bring decades of Eurofighter Typhoon production experience, and together, the program is expected to eventually replace Japan's F-2, Italy's Typhoons, and Britain's own Typhoon fleet all at once.
China's 6th-gen prototype, Unconfirmed. Despite China's strict internet controls, recent dashcam footage near an airfield revealed a highly classified new Chinese fighter jet landing, and images of at least 2 different prototypes have leaked online since. Analysts have pointed out unusual features on these aircraft, including tailless designs and what appear to be 3 engines instead of the usual 2, something almost no modern fighter program has attempted at this scale. China hasn't officially confirmed the program exists, but the leaked footage is currently the clearest evidence available anywhere of a genuine 6th-generation prototype actually flying. If confirmed, it would make China the first country to actually fly a 6th-generation aircraft, ahead of both the United States and GCAP, despite starting its stealth fighter program decades after America did.
The KF-21 Boramae isn't a full 6th-generation fighter. It's officially rated as 4.5 generation, but it shows how fast the gap between traditional and rising air powers is closing. South Korea completed its flight testing in January 2026 after roughly 1,600 accident-free flight tests, covering more than 13,000 individual test conditions, a pace and safety record most established air powers took over a decade to match. It's built to eventually carry both South Korean and export customer weapon systems, positioning it as a serious mid-tier alternative for countries priced out of the F-35 or GCAP programs. Indonesia is already a partner nation on the project, and several other countries in Southeast Asia and the Middle East have shown early interest in becoming export customers once full production begins. So while the F-22 still rules the skies today, its replacement is already funded, contracted, and flying in test footage leaking out of classified airfields. None of these 6th-generation jets, not the F-47, not GCAP, not China's prototype, will be fully combat-ready before the end of this decade, but the direction is already set. The next few years won't just decide who builds the best fighter jet, they'll decide who controls the sky for the next 50 years. If you found this breakdown interesting, hit like, and let me know in the comments which 6th-generation program you think will actually fly first.